Gavin here from AnyGames.ie. We're here in Tymon Park this afternoon at the Temple Oak all-weather for the LFA versus LSL representative squad games today. As you can see, some of the teams are warming up already here beside us. Kick-off is underway at 12 p.m. today. We'll be bringing live coverage throughout the afternoon, as well as interviews with Andy McNulty, who is the manager of the LFA selective squad. So stay tuned across all socials and we'll be giving live updates today.
Hey, Dave here from AnyGames.ie, and I'm here talking to Andy McNulty, the LFA representative manager for this game today between the LFA Select and the LSL. Andy, thanks for talking to us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
I suppose the first thing I'll ask you is, how did the match come to be?
Yeah, so look, obviously I was appointed late last year as the LFA manager, and the interview process was still ongoing for the LSL manager. So as soon as Mark got the gig, I gave him a call and just said, look, I'd love to have the opportunity for the two teams to play against each other. Obviously, having played in the Leinster Senior League for so long and being close to it, I know the quality that's in it. So, you know, there'll be good opportunities for me to select from the Leinster Senior League for the majority of my squad. So, you know, it was a no-brainer really, and Mark was quick off the mark to come back to me to say he'd be delighted, because he has a game coming up on in the middle of April against Scotland.
Oh, very good.
In Abbottstown. So look, it's ideal for the both of us. It's great preparation for me, for Letterkenny, and him for the Scotland game. So
brilliant. I suppose for anybody who's not really familiar with it, what's the main difference, I suppose, between the LFA Select and the Leinster Senior League?
So I'll do the easy one first. So Mark's squad is anyone that's signed to a Leinster Senior League team. Okay. So he can sign anybody that basically plays within the Leinster Senior League. Mine, I have a few eligibility criteria that I have to go through. So you cannot be a ex-pro. You can't have played in the Premier Division in the League of Ireland. You can't have played in any of the UEFA competitions other than the region competition, because the regions is a UEFA sanctioned competition. And then there's a few other little bits and pieces that you have to be registered on FAI Connect for the last 2 years up to the date of the competition. So anyone for the last 2 years up to March, you know, they have to have a playing history on Comet. You know, so if anyone jumped off to Australia for 6 months or a year or whatever, unfortunately they're not eligible.
Okay. The other thing I was going to ask you then was, I saw you speak today about most of the lads today being from the Dublin area. Yeah. So is that a specific thing where you're looking for Dublin lads to have a look at some of them today, or?
No, to be honest, look, it was more logistics. So I've been down to Waterford with a southern-based squad with the LFA, and then I'm down there in Enniskerry on Wednesday as well. Enniscorthy, apologies. So we're going down to Enniscorthy to see the southern-based lads on Wednesday. Very good. So rather than making them travel all the way up on a bank holiday Monday, I just said, look, we'll have a look at the Dublin-based lads today. But like between the two squads, I think Mark has 15, 16, I have 16. So, you know, we're going to get the looks at 30 plus of Dublin's best today, you know. So it's a no-brainer for us, really.
And in terms of your overall selection, are you close to what you're going to be looking for? Or?
Yeah, the $1 million question. Look, I have a good idea of who's going to be in the final squad. But as you know, in football, a couple of weeks is a long time, because people can come in and out of form. There could be injuries, God forbid someone does get injured. There's obviously the eligibility part that needs to come back. So I've sent a few names off to the LFA to kind of confirm their criteria. And historically, one or two generally comes back, and you know, they've played either Premier Division or they've been an ex-pro in a previous life. So you know, I still kind of have to have a few lads in the background that are going to meet the squad criteria if needs be, you know.
Very good. And in terms of today, is there anything specific you're looking for, or just?
No, look, as I said to the lads in the dressing room, I'm not looking for anything too major. Like, they're here on merit, you know. They're the best players in Dublin. So and you know, I don't want them to overcomplicate it. I want them to go out and enjoy themselves, because if they start doing things that they don't do normally with their club teams, then it actually might work against them today, you know. You don't want them doing anything too mad. I was fairly relaxed talking to them. Get on the ball, create chances, do the basics, and enjoy themselves is the most important thing.
Brilliant. Andy, thanks for that.
Thanks for that.
Yeah,
thanks
very much
for having us. Yeah, appreciate it.
Thanks.
Bye.
keeper get a hand on that.
Half time here at Tymon Park, nothing separating the teams at the moment, 0-0. Both sides with some great opportunities, particularly towards the end there. Leinster Senior had a free kick that had the keeper beaten but just came off the underside of the crossbar. This one deemed as a friendly, but let me tell you, there's plenty of hard challenges going in there. Both sides trying to make their mark in this game. We'll be catching up with the Irish amateur manager Conor Coad shortly and getting his thoughts on the game so far. So we're joined by Irish amateur manager Conor Coad. Conor, what did you make of the game so far?
Yeah, it was really good. Really good to get up and see lots of good players in the one kind of setting. So get to see all the best players in Leinster Senior and from around Leinster FA playing against each other. So yeah, great to get up and really real high intensity to the game. Yeah,
it's been really closely contested. Nothing really separating them at the moment. Good opportunity there from that free kick at the end, coming under the crossbar. But what's in the pipeline for the Irish amateur team at the moment?
Yeah, we're kind of finalising our plans for this year at the minute. So we're actually going to play against Mark's Leinster Senior League squad. We're just waiting on the date to be confirmed, but it'll be before they play against Scotland. So and then we'll have our plan, I suppose, coming into the summer and for the end of the year. It's going to be great to get more games and a games programme for our lads to put on a green jersey. So really looking forward to that. Yeah. This time of the year is probably quite quiet in terms of the Interpros kind of taking, I suppose, front and centre stage going on in March. So the interprovincial teams from Munster, Leinster, Connacht, Ulster all kind of working hard. They're nearly in weekly at this stage, so it's good to get around to those games as well and keep an eye on lads and how they're getting on, because again, when they're together with those squads, it's kind of best of the best playing against each other and with each other. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at the minute.
So your role in particular, are you looking to get up and down the country as often as you can, get out to these representative fixtures?
Yeah, so a lot of player ID involved with it, obviously, and like I said, days like today where you might go to a club game and there might be 3 or 4 that you're looking at. Days like today, you get to see a massive amount of players all together. So the more games like this, and it's a great idea for the lads to do it, the more games like this the better, where you can see the players tested at the top level in the country.
Yeah, and you linking in with the representative managers then as well on a regular basis, trying to get feedback from them as well.
Yeah, and that's really important that we have those kind of processes in place. So again, from talking to whether it's the lads then involved at the Munster FA and with Jason Purcell, and then from speaking with Andy and from speaking with Mark here today, and again we'll do our best to get around for in terms of Connacht and Ulster as well. So again, that's something that's important, that there's a bit of alignment and communication there, because it's something that sometimes can lack, and yeah, that's great to have that so far, and we'll look to continue to build on that over the next couple of weeks.
Brilliant. Conor, thanks for taking the time to talk to us today. Enjoy the rest of the match.
Cheers.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Full time here at Tymon Park. Final score 3-1. Leinster Senior League coming out victorious here. Plenty of goals in that second half. Really good quality game. Some really good quality goals as well, including an absolute worldie of a free kick. We're going to have all the match highlights, including more, all on our socials throughout the week, as well as a full feature-length video on this as well. We're going to be catching up with the LFA manager Andy McNulty again to get his thoughts on it as well. Here with Dave Mooney after that game today. Dave's from the Leinster Senior Representative Team. How do you feel that game went today?
Yeah, I thought it went really well. We got over what we wanted to, really, coming here today. Pitch was maybe a little bit tight for us to use the wingers how we wanted, but everybody got the minutes in and they all done really well. Yeah,
3-1 the final score. You must be happy with that.
Yeah, we were, but look, it wasn't about the result. It was just about, you know, getting people together and meeting everybody for the first time, and we go on now to hopefully get 2 more games in with the lads, and they seem to be enjoying it, so that's the main thing.
Yeah, what's next for the Leinster Senior Representative squad then?
I think we have a game against the Irish amateur team in a few weeks, and then it'll be 2 training sessions and then the game against the Scotland team, so plenty for the lads to look forward to, and plenty maybe for other people to try and get in, you know.
Yeah, and just as you touched on there, are you happy with the lads that you have there now? Are you looking to bring in a few more bodies?
Yeah, well, obviously, look, we've been out watching games and we're in the leagues ourselves, so all the staff like Mark and Jake and stuff, so we'll be out watching and seeing what people are doing, but I think the squad there looked very strong today, so it'll be a tough squad to get into, but opportunities open and injuries will incur and whatever will happen, so you know there's still a long way to go before the Scotland game, so we'll see what we have coming in.
And obviously you're with Lucan United yourself, doing very well in the league at the moment. How are you feeling about how Lucan's season's going as well?
Yeah, for us at Lucan, look, it's going really well. Keith's assembled a really good squad there. The staff are all great, and the lads that we have up there really good. It's really professional. It's kind of like what we've tried to bring in here today, so look, we'll do our best until the end of the season. We're still in every competition, so there's a lot to play for on the domestic front, but then also these representative squads are good for players, because it shows them that their hard work has been, you know, they're getting something at the end of it, rewards representing the Leinster Senior League, and we had a lad from Lucan representing the LFA today as well, so it was good for players out, and they all got minutes into their legs and no injuries for either side, so I think most managers will feel the benefits of that, and obviously the lads, they'll enjoy it as well, you know.
Yeah, a lot of good representation from a lot of different clubs there today, including Finglish United. We had lads on both sides as well. Really competitive game, and thanks for taking the time for talking to us today, Dave. I appreciate that.
No problem at all.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers, mate. Well done.
So back with Andy at full time. Andy, not really the result you're looking for, but any positives from the game for yourself?
Loads of positives, yeah. No, listen, I thought I thought we were good in the first half. You know, obviously, look, with these representative games, you want to give lads minutes, and making changes after 60 minutes, it kind of disrupted our play. But I thought for the first 60 minutes, well in the game, it was a nice, good, competitive game, and we got to see all the best talent of Dublin there on show, you know.
Yeah, there was some really good talent. There was nothing between the teams really in the first half. Very hard to kind of separate them. Did anybody stand out there to you, or?
Oh, well, I don't want to name any names, but no, listen, it was a great exercise for us, because, you know, like on paper, probably their side will be probably there or thereabouts for the Scotland game.
Yeah.
So, you know, they'll be the best available, and 1 or 2 changes come April or whatever. So for us to come up against a top quality side like that, it's a good opportunity to see what my lads have. Do you know what I mean? And obviously there'll be a bit of crossover come March and April. Some lads will be on the LFA, some lads will be on the LSL, and vice versa. So it was just great to have everybody in one area, to be able to see, like, I think 22 or 23 players there from the lads today. I think I can choose from. So, you know, it's a great day for me. You know,
it's a kind of wide kind of thing to pick from.
It's very hard, because sometimes you're going out to a game on a Friday or a Sunday, and you know, you might only have 3 or 4 people in mind, whereas with this, you're having a good look at 20 plus lads.
A good bunch of lads there,
yeah. And for the most part, I thought we played really good football in the first half. Again, kind of like when come March, we're not going to be making 6-7 changes in the game, so like that does disrupt your play. And we're trying to, you know, we're trying to work on a phase of play or structure within the team. It does disrupt. I don't care what level you're playing at. When you make so many changes, it disrupts.
It's going to change.
You know, so
making everything. Yeah.
Exactly. So
I suppose for yourself then, looking forward, what's next up?
So we're in Enniscorthy on Wednesday, so I'll get to see the southern-based lads. So a good mix of Kilkenny, Carlow, and Wexford down there. So again, a good opportunity for those lads, and yeah, look, it's going to be tough for me over the next few weeks. I probably, by the end of February, I need to kind of have an idea of what my final 20-man squad is going to be. Tough few weeks for me.
Busy.
Yeah, busy. Yeah, getting out to games. It's been great. You know, that's the one side of the game that's been brilliant for me. Is I love going out and watching football at this level, especially. And I must since the summer. I think I've managed to get in close to 150 games, you know, so it's great. It's good. Friday, Sunday every weekend, and midweekers when they play, you know, so it's brilliant for me.
Good for you to get out and
absolutely.
Andy, thanks very much for everything today.
Lads, thanks for having us.
And see you again.
Yeah, see you again, lads. Thanks.